Lift yourself by yourself. Do not degrade yourself. The self alone is your friend, and the self alone is your enemy. Powerful words. They sound deep, don't they? But what do they really mean? Is it about being super strong and never needing anyone? Is it about blaming yourself for everything? The truth is, it's about a fundamental truth of the human experience, a truth we often overlook. You know that feeling when you are your own harshest critic, that inner voice that whispers or screams that you are not good enough, that you will never succeed, that you are fundamentally broken. We all have it. It's that voice that convinces you that you are your own worst enemy. And it is true, we are. We can sabotage our own happiness, our own success, our own relationships. We can be incredibly cruel to ourselves. That same inner voice, that same self, is also our most powerful ally. This is not some self help mumbo jumbo. It's about psychology. Our brains are wired to prioritize survival, and that often means identifying potential threats. And guess what? Our own shortcomings, our past mistakes, our deep seated fears, they are perceived as threats. So our brain goes into overdrive trying to protect us by highlighting all our flaws. The problem is, this protection can become paralyzing. We get stuck in a loop of self criticism, self doubt, and ultimately self degradation. This is what the ancient text means by degrade yourself. It's not just about failing, it's about actively tearing yourself down, confirming every negative belief you have about yourself. But the text does not stop there. It says, lift yourself by yourself. This is not about some impossible feat of strength. It's about recognizing that you hold the power. The same internal mechanism that can tear you down can also build you up. It's about changing the narrative. Instead of feeling the inner critic, we need to cultivate the inner ally. This is not about blind optimism, it's about radical self compassion. It's about acknowledging your mistakes, your fears, your struggles, but without judgment. It's about asking, what can I learn from this instead of why am I so stupid? This is the true meaning of self friendship. It's about being there for yourself when things get tough. It's about extending the same kindness and understanding to yourself that you would to a friend. It's about realizing that you and only you are responsible for your own well being, and that is both terrifying and incredibly empowering. So, how do we stop being the enemy and start being the friend? It starts with the degradation part. We have to stop the bleeding. Think about the way you talk to yourself when you drop a glass or miss a deadline. Would you ever say those things to someone you actually give a damn about? Probably not. You would be a monster if you did. We have been conditioned to think that being hard on ourselves is discipline. We think if we stop beating ourselves up, we will just become lazy or stagnant. But psychology tells us the opposite. Shame is a terrible fuel. It burns out fast and leaves a lot of toxic residue. Compassion, that sustainable energy. To lift yourself is not about sudden burst of motivation, it's about a consistent, boring, daily commitment to not being a jerk to the person in the mirror. This is where the self alone part gets heavy. It's lonely, isn't it? Realizing that no one, not your partner, not your therapist, not your parents, can actually get inside your head and change the frequency. They can cheer you up from the sidelines, sure, but you are the one on the field. Being your own friend means you stop looking for a savior. You realize that lifting yourself means taking responsibility for your reactions. It means when you fail, and you will because you are human, you do not let that failure define your worth. You treat yourself like a wounded soldier who is trying to get back to base, not a traitor you are trying to execute. Some days the enemy side of you is going to win. Some days you are going to stay in bed and let the intrusive thoughts have the microphone. That's okay. The goal is not to kill the enemy, it's to outvote him. The self alone is your friend. That means you are the only person who is with you 24/7. From your first breath to your last, you are your own longest relationship. Doesn't it make sense to make it a good one? Stop waiting for someone to give you permission to be okay. Lift yourself, not because you are perfect, but because you are all you have got. It's a choice you have to make every single morning, friend or enemy, lift or degrade. Choose wisely. I will see you in the next one.